So I don't know, since we all got sequestered at home, and I begged Lindsey, who I'll introduce you to in a minute, I begged her last week to please do my hair before they shut everything down, which she did. So I'm still in pretty good shape right now. But I realized in talking to people and seeing some of the really funny posts that are going on Facebook that a lot of people are like, oh my God, what am I going to do for the next 2 or 3 weeks or however many? And I was talking to one client who she said, you know, I had my hair done 8 weeks ago and I was supposed to have it done like at the end of this week. And clearly that's not happening. So she's already in dire straits.
Yeah.
So I thought, Lindsey is so great. I figured we could have a lot of fun here. She always has really cool ideas. I met Lindsey, gosh, I don't know, 3 or so, 4 years ago now. I forget now.
Yeah.
When I needed to get my hair cut, and the person I had been seeing, who is terrific, was traveling to Florida a lot, and it didn't work in my schedule. So I happened to see this woman who came into this boutique that I loved. And I swear, every time I saw Jana, her hair looked amazing. And finally, I thought, I've got to find out who does her hair. So I went over and asked her, and she said, oh, well, my daughters do. They happen to own a salon in Beverly. And I thought, well, this is pretty perfect. So I called immediately and have been going ever since. Yay is right. So Lindsey and her sister Shay own Lachey Hair Design in Beverly, right near the high school. And they are totally terrific. In fact, they both did a number of the hairstyles. You'll see Meryl and Sharon and Mary Jo and Prema. They did all of their hairs. You'll see it in the before and after page on my website at totalimageconsultants.com. If you want to go and take a look, they did the hair. And we had a very fun day doing the whole before and after thing. But they're obviously very talented, very creative, and very fun and very mellow, which is so nice when you go to have your hair done. So Lindsey, I want to welcome you.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Lindsey is terrific. And I can see, hey, Shay is watching. Hey,
Yes.
Shay.
Hi, everybody over there.
Great. Oh, look, we have a whole bunch of people watching here today. Leora and Rhonda and Joyce, Erin, Maria.
Hi, guys. We missed you already.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Let me just see who else is here. Oh my goodness. This is great. Thank you. This is terrific. So Lindsey and I have been chatting, and there are so many ideas that she has, and we know how desperate people can get. And so Lindsey, just tell us like one of your top ideas for people when they're, let's talk about color first. We'll talk about what to do if you need a cut after, but what happens when you need your color done and you're desperate?
So if you need your color done, there's a million things that you can do to hold you over. But one thing, hair accessories are huge. So like right now, I'm wearing this headband, which I actually just kind of made out of, you know, the ties on a dress. You know, they come with those ties. So I just kind of made it, and you just kind of twist it and tie it behind your head. And it's actually way more comfortable than a regular headband. You know, I used to sometimes get hair headaches from like headbands. So it's a little softer on your head, which is nice. And it can match your dress that came with him. So that works. So yeah, you can kind of wear it, you know, down a little bit more to cover if you have a root there. Or you can use like, I don't know, a scarf. I have a scarf. Like, I think this is like a handkerchief. Just stuff you kind of already have at home. And you could put this on too. So just throw that on kind of over. You can do that, or you can kind of tuck it. So anybody, any hair length can wear these things. So you can kind of, you know, make it work for your face and all that. So you can wear it.
And for your color, I encourage you to wear scarves in your fabulous colors. That look good on you. I love that you're doing an animal print one there. That's very fun.
Yeah, and then I have a scarf if you want to get like really kind of funky with it. So this is a big scarf. Actually, it has skulls on it. It's my Halloween scarf. But, you know, we're in quarantine, people. So you could take this, right? Tie it like this. And then you could tie, wait a minute. Everything's back.
You can look like a 1940s movie star or something.
Yeah. So you can kind of tie this on your head like this. And then you could do like if you have a lot of hair, you can do like a bun on top, or you can fluff out your hair, but that'll cover a lot. So
It will cover a lot.
that. So on my Pinterest, Lachey Hair Design is a Pinterest, and we have a board that says Got Roots. So I encourage everyone after this to go and just kind of look on there, because there's the scarf, headbands you can make. So it's a little tutorial. So that will be really helpful.
And I will post that link so people can see it after too. So don't worry, you don't have to go try to
the link. Okay,
it. Make sure you can find it easily.
Awesome.
Yes.
Another thing you could do would be hats, which if you have a funky hat you like to wear, or a beret or anything like that, hats are huge. And
talk about these kinds of things.
Yep, that was my next thing. So if you want to get a can of this colored hairspray, it is amazing for your roots. So there's 2 brands I know of, Style Edit, which is the one Ginger has, and it covers so well. You spray it, it tells you what to do. You shake it up, you spray, I don't know, like maybe 6 inches from your head, and you just keep spraying until it's gone. I have an aunt that couldn't color her hair because she was going through chemo, and she had my cousin's wedding, and she wanted her hair colored and she couldn't. I sprayed her whole head with a can. I don't know if she's watching, but with a can of that, and it worked, and it looked good for the day. I mean, it washes out, it's not permanent or anything, but that kind of stuff's great. I think you can get it on Amazon since we're all stuck in the house. And then I think L'Oreal makes a brand too.
I'm sorry, what? I was gonna say I got mine at Boston Beauty. I know they're not open right now.
They're not open. Yeah.
But I think, don't they have an online store too?
Okay.
Or if they do, you can.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But Boston Beauty is where I would tell everyone to go, and Swampscott, but I'm pretty sure they're closed. Yes. But if you can get it online, that's great. Or you can do, Amazon, Target.com, maybe even CVS or Walgreens if they're open. They might have the L'Oreal brand, which is another brand. So that stuff's awesome. You can get really creative with eyeshadow too. If you have an eyeshadow color, which probably everyone has in their drawer, you just take it and just kind of layer it on, and that'll hold you over too. If your hair is dark enough, you can do mascara even. If you have like dark brown hair, you could do a little mascara.
And Lindsay, you are the one who told me to use my eyebrow color. So before I found the spray, I was taking my eyebrow color and putting it in my roots. And that actually worked really well. It lasted well too. I recommend that as another option if you're matching your eyebrow color to your hair.
Yeah. So, all that stuff is super helpful in a time where we can't get to the hair salon. So hopefully not forever. But yeah, all that stuff is good. Should I talk about the clip-in bangs?
Yes, definitely. Oh, these are so much fun. Oh, you have to talk about these.
So if you're a client of ours, which you've probably heard us talk about the clip-in bangs, because me and Shay were really into them at one point. So I bet some of you even have them. But if you do, dust them off and put them on, because those will cover a ton. So I don't have a color that matches my hair, but I did grab some from the shop. So these are what they look like. They're a little freaky looking. And they have 3 clips. So they snap, they got like bendy. Okay, so you take it and you would put it up into your hairline like that, and then you'd clip it. So again, this does not, my hair's a mess, don't mind me. We're in quarantine. If this matched, I would put it on like this and push it up into my hairline. And then I would take the top one and I'd push it up like that. And, obviously if I was around, I would cut them. But since, you can't come see me, you can't get them cut. So you can wear them,
They
like
still look really cute.
Yeah, I mean, they're a little long, so you can even push them back more, But what we love to do is customize them to your face. So then they will look really real. And they come like, like this. They're shiny. But if you wash them, they actually look more real. But look, that covers like so much. So you could do that, right? And then you could put a headband on. And you would look so cute. And no one would even know And then you could, put it in a ponytail. Or if you have long hair, you can put like a nice messy bun on your head. So that's an idea. And that covers a ton. And now I have like a whole new look.
You do. I do. They're so fun. They're
Yeah.
so fun.
So
And
that's an
I think
idea.
a couple of questions over here. Shay also added to this. I think she's answering Leora's question. Leora says, "Do you only put it on?" Oh, Leora had a whole bunch of questions. If you have red hair dyed, should you do a darker root? And I think Shay is in there answering. Shay, you're wonderful.
Yay, thanks, Shay.
Yeah, she's saying, I'd say for root touch-up, it's better to go darker than lighter. Okay, so Shay is taking care of answering all of Leora's questions. I love it over there. She's terrific.
Awesome.
I also, can I show it? I just want to show a little thing that I do.
Yeah, show while I fix my hair.
Well, she fixes her hair. So what I do is one of the things that my sister always tells me, because she also has red curly hair, that because her hair is curly, that it's not showing the roots as quickly as somebody who has straight hair. So one of the things that I do when I'm blow drying my hair when I have some roots is where's my part? Here it is. I take this, my round brush, and I pull my hair back and then forward, and I blow it dry. I sit there for a minute, and then I let go, and then I move forward. I pull it back and forward, blow it dry. So what it does is, it makes a mess right now, but it gives a little lift at the roots, and that'll stay for a little bit so that it's not quite as flat against your head. So I found that to be really helpful. Of course, now that I have this, I don't do that as much, but I still like a little lift at my roots anyway. So just in general, that can be a handy thing for people who find that their hair lays too flat. That can give a little bit of burst. And I know you love this product, and I love this product. This is from Shay. Shay and Lindsey. This is their spray gel by All Nutrient, which is also a vegan line, which I like to let people know that it's a vegan line. And the spray gel is awesome. So you can spray the spray gel on there and then dry it like I just did, and it'll help to make it stay, right, Lindsey?
Yeah, spray gel is awesome. Yeah, so getting into hiding your roots also is you really want to, volume is key. Like when you have a little bit of root and you messy look, like volume, you just don't want flat, straight hair. And style your hair, because don't give up just because you have a root. Don't like make your hair look like a hot mess. Like do your hair. It will still look better than looking, you know what I mean?
You'll feel better when you fix your reflection.
Yeah. So if you have a little wave in your hair, the spray gel is awesome. I love to spray it all over my head and just kind of let it air dry. And then I'll take a curling iron and I will, give it some wave, kind of like so. And that gives it a lot of volume. And then if you have, finer hair that's straight, teasing is a great way to kind of disguise the root too. You just don't want anything flat to your head.
Right.
If you switch up the part a little bit, that can give it more volume, stuff like that. So I'm going to show you guys. This is my favorite teasing comb. Ginger has the same comb.
I have mine.
We match. So basically, you want to take a section at a time. So you just bring it straight up. You guys see me?
Yeah.
All right. And you basically want to make at the root like little tiny circles. So just go 1, 2, 3. So see, it's now straight up. Don't be scared though. We're gonna fix that. So do a few of those. I'm gonna make another section right here. And don't grab like big chunks. Like the sections I'm taking are probably like maybe like that thick. 1, 2, 3. And then maybe I'll do one more in like the crown. Because that's sometimes like for me too, you get like bedhead, you wake up, everyone has that cowlick like right in the back, it splits, and then you have grays. And then it's like, oh my God, nobody told me, So again, in that area, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now we have a nice cushion here. And then you're just gonna take this back part, because you don't want to brush out what you just did, but you want to smooth it out. And you're just gonna kind of take your hands. You can use this. Everything's so backwards when I look.
I know, it's hard to know where you're putting things. It is backward.
And
Ooh,
yeah, so
look
you
at
want to kind of, okay, I'm getting there. So yeah, you just want to kind of smooth it out a little bit and then give it a little bit of volume
I love
and
it.
then
That looks
a little
great.
hairspray. So if you have wavy hair, um, fluff it up, mess it up. If you have like smoother hair, like Ginger's hairstyle, then you can like kind of take this part and like smooth it out a little bit. But just
Mm,
the top layer, let that part that we teased underneath that no one's gonna see, like it's okay if that's a little nesty, And then take a mirror and make sure you didn't, make a big mess.
in the
But
back.
the teasing's good, and that little trick that Ginger did with the brush, like pulling it forward, like that is gonna help a lot. So, but yeah, I think the messy look, when you have roots, like if you have waves, it definitely helps. And if you don't, a little hairpiece, a headband, something like that, that gives it a lot of volume too.
Yes.
So yeah, and then the sprays and the makeup, that's awesome. Are
I
we
want to
missing
touch on
anything else?
two things for a second here. One is for those of you who maybe are afraid of a curling iron or
Yeah,
a flat iron, and you may not know because I was always afraid of burning myself. But of course, I got mine at Boston Beauty, but I'm sure you can find them other places until they
yeah,
open again. You can get these gloves. I should have brought mine down. You can get these gloves that you can put down so you
yeah,
can't burn your
hot
hands.
glove.
They're awesome. I use
No,
mine all the time when I do my flat iron. It's really
yeah.
great.
And you know what might even work too? I mean, don't hold it to me, but like one of those just like cheap knitted like gloves that everyone has, those winter gloves,
Yes.
that might work,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just a
don't hold
barrier.
it to me if it doesn't, but
Yes,
that could work if, again, we're stuck in the house and you just want to use something you have. Um,
right.
put the little knitted winter gloves on and curl your hair. Then you then you won't be scared. If it's hot, stop touching it. But
Yes.
it might
Yeah.
be it might be a good idea. But yeah, and yeah, there's so many curling tutorials out there too you can watch since we're all home, and maybe I'll do one. Who knows? But
So the
I think
other
that's
thing I want to touch on, I've seen some questions over here. I haven't read it totally thoroughly, and I know Shay is right in there talking to people, which is awesome. Um, but you and I discussed this a little bit, and I had someone ask me about this, and that is going to the store and buying a boxed hair color, particularly if you've never done that before. My question is, should people do this? Is there a way for them to find a good color? And how hard is it for you to fix it if they totally mess it up? What are some of the things that can go wrong?
yeah. Okay, so the thing with box hair color, I know everybody really doesn't want to see gray roots and all that, but before you do that, I really encourage you not to because you could mess it up. I mean, you don't know what you're doing, so there's that. And yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. So basically, if you come into the salon and you box dyed your hair, I've had many cases where people come in and their hair is like flaming orange or it's too dark, which is a real bad one. Like if it's too dark, then you're going to spend more time in my chair, which is going to cost you more money because I have to fix it because I can't just put the color I usually do over your hair and it looked great. You're going to have a funky line. And then a lot of the times people come in and it doesn't like cover or it doesn't work. I don't know what it is, but basically they come in with gray and then they come in with like a weird tingy gray and then they come in with the color that they had done, which looks even worse, I think, than gray roots. So now you have like three colors in your hair. So you don't only have gray, you have like a funky color you put in and everyone knows it. And then then you have the nice color we did whenever you saw us last. So, I
And then
mean,
you have to fix that, all of that, which that can take a while to blend all of that together and try
yeah,
to undo what somebody did.
yeah. And then if you have highlighted hair, like that can be a huge disaster also. So if you can just hold off and try all the other things first. I rather everybody, all your hairstylists will tell you, please don't do that. And if you're really desperate, talk to your hairdresser because maybe especially at times like these, I mean, we are, for our clients, we have their formula and it's just like a gray root touch up. We are doing like our own little at home color kit for them right now because we can't, we can't physically touch them. And so we are offering that. So I would talk to your hairdresser and maybe they can do something for you. You never know.
Just,
It
you're
doesn't
giving
hurt
them enough to do like the along the part and the front of their hair. You're
Yeah,
not
just
supposed
a
they do
little
their
touch up.
entire head. Yeah.
Yeah, so we are for our clients, we are doing that. We can't do that for new clients right now because we have never met you and we can't match you over the phone or anything. But for our clients, our regular clients, that's what we're doing right now. That's the best we can do right now. So there's that. But yeah, if I would definitely try to hold off from the box color because you just don't know what you're doing. You could really it could really be a problem in the future, and it might look even worse than just having a great root right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
does that answer the question?
I think that was awesome. That was terrific. And I know Shay has been going crazy over here. So I encourage everyone who's watching this to make sure you're reading the comments because these two women are an incredible team. And Shay's answering all the questions over here, and you and I are talking about some of that and other things. So it's really fabulous what's going on. So now, so we've talked a lot about color, and we can always go back to that.
Yeah.
So Sharon just said curbside hairdressing. I love that.
I wish. I might have to come to that. Oh,
I know.
God.
We'll run out to your car.
Yeah.
So what about when somebody's cut? I mean, this is not an issue so much for people with longer hair, but
Yeah.
people with shorter hair, when their hair just starts to look sort of draggy or is losing its shape or just
No.
isn't doing what it's supposed to do anymore. Do you have any suggestions for what they can do?
Yes. So you have short hair. You come in every 3, 4 weeks, 5 weeks for a haircut, and now you can't. So you're gonna be growing into a new style. So you need to style your hair differently so you can, hold on, like it better. So I suggest that you start looking at different hairstyles for your hair length. Again, Pinterest is awesome. So, maybe you switch up your part. Maybe you take out the curling iron. Maybe you straighten it. Stuff like that can help a ton, especially with shorter hair. Switch up your part. There's like 5 million ways you can part your hair. You can do a zigzag, you can do a side, you can do the other side, you can do the middle, you can do a little off-centered. Like that stuff makes a big difference. And that really helps. And for me, Shay, we don't always get around to cut our hair all that often. So sometimes, you guys will see me, my clients, and say, "Oh, you have a new hairstyle," and I say, "No, I just haven't had a haircut in 6 months because Shay doesn't have time to cut it." So I know that by me just straightening my hair, parting it a different way, or making it curly, like just or throwing in a hair accessory, that stuff really helps. But you just got to work with what you have in the length. So that's what I suggest.
Or tucking one end behind one side
Yeah.
behind the ear and putting on a really great earring so that
Yeah.
the focus goes to the earring. So
Yes.
you can kind of use your accessories to change things up a little bit too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
yeah.
could tuck it. You could do a little braid in the front. You could get really funky with it. You can take out the bobby pins. I used to love to pin like one side, this way with some bobby pins and fluff up this side and kind of have like this cool, like asymmetrical look. Like, I don't know, but there's stuff you can do. But you do have to be creative until you can get in the chair and get your hair cut.
And I noticed that Rhonda's over here saying she loves Lachey. And she says, I
Oh,
feel scrunching coming up. And it's really funny. One day we're going to do this, Lindsay. But my hair actually, when it's wet, first of all, it turns into a big giant frizz ball. But it also can wave more than it ever used to. And I know that if I used my little spray gel and scrunched like Rhonda's going to be doing, that I could have it be a little bit wavy curly, and so I may play with that at some point too if I have to go too long before I see you next.
Yeah, and if you have the texture blowout cream too,
yes,
I think you do. That it's a cream, and it's that's great for frizz. So if you have frizzy hair and wave, the texture blowout cream with the spray gel are like awesome. And the spray gel is just good for everyone, honestly. Like, so if you have finer hair, it's awesome for like a little lift in the root. It doesn't have alcohol in it, so it doesn't weigh your hair down. So that's really great, and it doesn't dry it out or anything like that. But yeah, if you have a little wave to your hair, we have a video. I think we did it, oh, probably a year now, but it's on our Facebook page of how to enhance your wave. So it's me doing my hair. So my hair's wavy, and then I took a curling iron just to smooth out the frizz. So that's on our Facebook page. You gotta probably look for it because it's kind of old. Maybe I'll repost it.
And they can search for it, but also if you would repost it, that'd be great. I did the announcement about this. I did put your Facebook page, but I just made a note to put that again so that people can go and see that too. And I'll also post the Pinterest board that you had mentioned so people can find it there. And Maria was asking about the name of the spray gel. It's by All Nutrients.
Yeah.
And so is
I know. Maybe you can get it, I don't know, online. I mean, unfortunately, they're a local company out of New Hampshire, and we sell it at our salon. So if you're local, we're happy to take orders over the phone, and we can arrange something like outside. Yeah, we can do a curbside kind of delivery thing. So I'm happy to do that if anybody wants to leave me a message at the salon phone, and I can take orders over the phone, and then I can do a curbside kind of pickup or something. But the product's awesome. I think it's like $12. It's a local company out of Manchester, New Hampshire. They have their own lab. They cut out the middleman, and they sell it to us for less money, so we can sell it for less money. So
and their products, including their hair color, is vegan. So I really like to promote that for people who don't want any animal ingredients in their products.
Yeah.
Leora has a question over here, which probably Shay's on it, but we can answer it here speaking too. But Leora says, what about a layered curly hairstyle that is now in danger of looking like a pyramid? I last got it cut in October and was about to get it cut. Now it's curly on day 1, but by day 2, a lot of the curl has turned to frizz because the layers are grown out. So any suggestions?
Yeah. So yes, with curly hair, the shape is hard because once it grows out, it becomes a triangle, like you said. So what you could do is you could give it more shape by headband again. Headbands are good, but you could also take you could do it like some clips and stuff, and you can kind of do like a half up, half down, like curly hairdo, and just take a few bobby pins. So that will kind of give it like a different shape just by I love how curly hair looks when you kind of pin just a few back. So
even and then some pieces fall down.
Yeah, like even if, so pretend I don't have this headband on, but even, if you had it like this and then you could pull some out, that will just help with the shape for a little while. And the frizz, the frizz, you could do like a little, so you shouldn't, if you have curly hair, well, I'm just reading it again. Now it's curly day 1, but day 2, a lot of curl is frizz. Yeah, so day 2, when you have curly hair, it's really good to re-wet some of your curls. Not necessarily wash your hair, like wet it down, but if you have a spray bottle of just water, you can re-wet it, and then you can scrunch it up again. Or, that spray gel we were talking about, you could spray that in for the second day and revive it too. And if it's really dry, you can dilute. You can do half water, half conditioner, shake it up. So now you have a leave-in conditioner, and just spray that all over your head and scrunch it up, and then let it air dry, and the curls will come back and it will help with the frizz.
Fabulous.
So hopefully that helps.
And Maria mentioned hair combs. So I don't know, do you ever use hair combs?
Yeah, exactly. Like you can take a hair comb with curly hair and just do the same thing. Put one on this side, one on that side, have some of it down. Yeah. So hair combs, bobby pins, those little hair clips,
yes.
You can stick those in there just to give it a different curly shape. So that's very helpful when you need, when you have curly hair. That's
And
awesome.
Karen liked the idea that headbands are back in, and you've just done a couple of do-it-your-own headbands, which is really fun. And I
Yeah,
know
so even if you don't have a headband, you can make your own headband with a dress belt.
I know, it's very cool. I totally love it. I
Yeah.
also want to back up for one quick second. And I know we sort of ran over this a little bit, but in terms of hiding roots, sometimes what you can do to help, because I mentioned the whole thing about the blow drying, but also if sometimes what I do is I take and I part my hair like 1/8 of an inch over one way or the other. And just by doing that, it automatically gives a little lift to the roots. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like a little more over than you normally would.
Right. So that
Yeah.
it's not, because the part starts to get old and it's sort of like,
And that's where you see
parting
the
in the
root.
same place.
Yeah, and that's where you're gonna see the root, like right at the part. So by putting more volume, also like if you part your hair, like to the side, like you do, Ginger, pinching the part in a little hairspray.
Oh, yes. Yep.
You know what I mean? Like if you pinch where your part is, it will give it a little lift and a little hairspray, and that will get rid of that separation line. It will kind of just disguise it. So I always say pinch the part so it's not so like parted on your head. So if you do a little pinch and a little hairspray, that will help also.
So pinch the part is the word of the day,
Pinch-
or the phrase
Yeah,
of
I
the
always say pinch the part. Yeah, and if you have like a bang like you do, I always like to, give it a little pinch and a
Yeah, I
little
always
pull.
feel like doing that for me,
Yeah,
because if mine, where are my bangs? If I do this too far over, I have a very long face. It just makes everything look really long. So I have to kind of have this little bit of sweeping thing, which my hair doesn't always want to do. So
yeah,
makes it
good.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and Maria says, whatever you do, don't cut your own bangs. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so cutting your own bangs is really it's really tricky. I can't even really cut my own bangs. So yeah, again, like if your bangs are growing out, make side bangs. Change your part. It's time for a new look until you can get to the hairdresser. So if you have a full bang, make it a side bang now. If you have longer bangs, part them in the middle, make a curtain bang. Those
Yes.
are really in right now.
Yes.
Just be creative and try not to cut your own bangs.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. You can also pull it up again if you have a bang. You can pull it up like this, and you can do like a little half up, half up. Do those little clips.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can do like a little get it out of your way. Poof. Like you can do something like that. I don't know.
The other
Easy
thing you can do with bangs is, depending on how you blow it dry, but if you use a round brush with your bangs, it will give it a little bit of lift and bring it up a little rather than having them lay really flat.
Yeah.
And so it might buy you a week or something if you're able, without it looking super poofy. It can.
Yeah, and you could try like a curling iron too. Like you can curl them like away from your face. Anything to kind of get them. I know bangs can be really hard, especially when you need them trimmed. It's like drives you crazy, but
That's crazy.
I know. Yeah, try to again headbands, clips, all that stuff. Part it differently, curl them.
So Jen is asking where you get headbands, and I think, Jen, you might have just joined us. I'm not sure. Maybe you've been here. I haven't been able to watch the whole time, but what you can talk about where to get them, but also what Lindsay's been showing us is how to make your own. So, and I'm going to be sharing her Pinterest board, Lachey's Pinterest board, so you'll be able to see some of that as well. But I don't know, do you have suggestions for where to get headbands too, Lindsay?
I think a couple of my friends got some cute ones from I think J. Crew, but I'm not like a big headband person because they give me headaches. So I've been having a lot of fun with this make my own. This is a dress belt, Jen, that I got off a dress in my closet. So you basically start here, tie a little knot, and then you tie it in the back, and that doesn't give me a headache. So that's what I'm doing. And then you could also do like a handkerchief that you have one of these, and you can tie a knot in it, and then that could be your headband. Or you could do a scarf if you have a scarf, and you could do like a big turban headband. So I did post a cute knotted headband. I think it was from J. Crew, I want to say. But that's on our Pinterest board. So if you go on our Pinterest board, it will show you how to make your own headband out of stuff you have at home, or you can buy one um, online. I don't, I can't really say like I don't have like a favorite headband. I just kind of make my own with like stuff I have in the house. So, um, but I know a couple of my friends have gotten some from J. Crew that are really cute. So that's
Christina's also recommending Refined as another place.
Refined, yeah.
And
Refined in Salem, yeah, but they're closed right now, I think.
yeah, they
They're not
probably
essential. But yeah, Refined in Salem, where we live, has the cutest headbands. So,
And
but
Maria says there are great headbands on eBay called Boho Bandeau. So you can try that. Oh, on Amazon and eBay, so you can try there as well. And for any of you who we've been on here now for over half an hour. So if you've missed the beginning of this, in the whole beginning, we talked about how to cover gray and different ideas for doing that. So definitely be sure to go back and rewatch this, because we've had tons of ideas. And be sure to read all the chat, because Lindsey's partner and sister, Shay, has been in there answering a lot of questions as well. So a lot has been going on here. Any last minute suggestions or ideas? I will be posting your Pinterest page. I will post your Facebook page. I will post your website, so people can find you all easily. And once you're back in business, I recommend going to them, because they're awesome.
Thanks.
So any
post the curly hair thing.
Oh, show that the little
the bun
that you
had.
had.
I know we didn't really talk about long hair too. So if you have long hair, there's something on Pinterest that I posted onto the board, Got Roots. So if you have like really long hair and you're in need of a haircut and maybe a color too, the sock bun, which is super easy to make, again, something you have at home. It's made out of a sock, and you basically cut the tip out of it and you roll it up. So now it's like a bun form, like a donut, and you feed it through your ponytail, and then you make like this big bun on your head. So, those cute high buns, those are really fun. And then if you don't have a lot of hair, maybe you have just like, shoulder length hair, and you need a haircut really bad. This is, everyone probably has seen this before. It's a messy bun hair elastic. So there's my fingers. So you put this over your, existing hair, and you make a ponytail like so, maybe a little neater. And then you put that over your hair, and you can have, don't mind this tag. All right, this is not, yeah. So then you can have this like, this hair. Now you have a bun on your head. So that's kind of fun. If you need a haircut and you want a fun hairstyle, you can do that. So that is like kind of a funny thing. So the bangs and the clip-in bangs in this is all from a company called Hair You Wear. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if you can see the bottom. That's what it says, Hair You Wear. Okay. So that's where we get them. And we have so many of these at the salon. And so it's so sad. This is a ponytail. It's a clip-in ponytail. So you could also put that on your head. So there's like the person with the little nubbin of a hair ponytail. And then she throws that in, and then she wraps it around her ponytail. Now she's a ponytail. But, so those are fun if you're in desperate need of a haircut too. But, it's kind of hard to match. If you have like brown hair, it's pretty easy to match. But if you have like blonde or red hair, it's kind of hard to match. So maybe you can find some stuff like that online. But we have all that at the shop if you ever want to try it on when we can be open again. That's always so fun. And then we can kind of customize them and find out what works for you. But so
great.
Yes.
Lindsey, this has been so much fun.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to mention your website here. It's lacheyhairdesign.com. So I encourage people to go and check it out. I will post all the other things I mentioned I would post. And anything else you want to share with us before we end for today and let people go practice and play with all the ideas you just gave them?
I don't think so. I
I
think we
think we
covered
shared
everything.
so it's totally fine. And I want to thank Shay for being right in there answering questions beautifully. So that was
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
yes. And
And thanks everyone
we'll
for
go in
watching.
and check to see if any other questions pop up. But as you can see, Lindsey and Shay are totally terrific, lots of fun, very creative. They do a good job, see? And I recommend them highly once we can all be out and about again. And in the meantime, I'll give you all their links so that you can find them. And Lindsey, I want to thank you for being here. And I know you've inspired a lot of people, and this has been great fun. I always enjoy working with you. And we'll let people go in and do their thing. Oh, you're welcome. It was a total blast. I knew it would be. So
yeah, awesome.
Thank you, everybody. And yes, everybody stay safe and healthy and have a great hair day tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.